So the FORUS platform was started because the business need was that we needed to finance inventory management and inventory for businesses. We were looking at a way to help small businesses grow, and very quickly realized that you need a free real-time banking solution to be able to execute that. Now we have that, but that's really just the starting point. What it allows us to do now is finance a whole lot of projects that weren't possible before. And that's really what's so exciting. We're now not at the end of the FORUS journey, but really just the beginning, because now we have the tools that allow us to utilize the technology to create a distributed finance model to unlock and to democratize access to capital. So what we did was we said, let's identify some of the initial projects, let's get them going, let's seed fund them, let's get them to a point where they're now ready for us to go to the capital markets and raise proper money to put into these projects which are scalable to achieve real systemic results. So we identified a number of key areas and a number of key markets that are ideal for this technology. And we've chosen a couple of key ones, and even in how we selected them, it's been strategic, either in terms of the impact it was going to have on society or the impact it was going to have on the platform and in how it would drive adoption. So we're either looking for customers or we're looking for the impact that we can have in communities where if you can introduce some kind of a digital financing model, you can get their economy going. So in no particular order, one of the initiatives we identified that was ideal for this kind of funding mechanism was the whole cannabis, medical cannabis, hemp industry, not only in South Africa but around the world. Because it's such a new industry and because it has so many controversial aspects to it, so many unknowns, regulatory unknowns, uncertainties, it's a very difficult business to finance using traditional banking models. And the country that's got it right, and it's quite interesting, it's Canada, because they're also getting blockchain and payments right. Very, very innovative country, very innovative culture, and also a very cooperative culture. So we identified this industry as being strategic to the South African economy, strategic to the economy of the Eastern Cape, and a real opportunity for financial inclusion and an opportunity to create an industry where South Africa can lead the world. So we have a number of cannabis initiatives that we're now bringing to market that will be available on our exchange, where the man in the street will be able to put their money into what's going to be a very lucrative industry. But the other thing that makes it our platform ideal for the industry is that it needs a long-term approach. It needs investors who are going to put in enough money to build a whole new industry, but who also can afford to make some mistakes as we figure out, what's possible and how this is going to work. So it's a really, really exciting project and something that I think is going to make a material impact on the future of the South African economy and can sustain people who have thousands of years of experience and heritage in indigenous crops, and it's time to really exploit that whole heritage that we have. There are a number of different shrubs, herbs, and assorted indigenous plants, including things like hemp, that are a national treasure and need to be exploited for the good of the people of the country. Another very, very exciting project is a product called Pware, which means gift. And it's all related to the recycling industry, waste entrepreneurs, and organizing that whole industry. And that from an SDG goals, from saving the planet and living in the kind of environment that we all want to live in, he has an opportunity to get rid of the plague of waste that litters our country. People are living amongst, squalor because the economics aren't there for people to clean up their communities. And we have an amazing entrepreneur driving a project with some large manufacturers, global manufacturers, to come up with an ecosystem and a business model that makes it sustainable for people to actually go into the waste recycling business, to earn a living with dignity, and to have access to things like medical, funeral cover, and access to the technology to really make a difference to their lives. Another very, very exciting project is a project called Lura. Lura is a virtual reality platform that a number of South Africans and leading German games industry veterans are working on, where we're putting together the framework for South African and international developers to develop virtual reality experiences. This is the new frontier, without a shadow of a doubt. We're talking about interactive social networking, where you'll be able to put on a headset and interact with colleagues, with customers, socially, and there are all sorts of unbelievable business opportunities in creating these virtual worlds and building these virtual communities. And if South Africa is going to be at the forefront of the fourth industrial revolution, then this is a must. So we're putting money into developing the platform, creating an industry, and we believe this is going to have an impact on the film market in South Africa, in the game market, and could make us a digital player in the whole new paradigm of virtual reality, and could create thousands and thousands of jobs on the continent.